Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is that we're coming live to you. This is Spotlight with Gwendy, and you are so welcome to this other episode, which is going to be electrifying. It's going to be educative, it's going to be enriching, but most importantly, very entertaining, because the guest we have in the house is one of the youngest, and I can say proudly, from what people have said and from the awards that he has gotten up to this point, he is one of the youngest Cameroonian hit makers, like one of the best in the game. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to roll the red carpet to welcome our guest on today's edition of Spotlight with Gwendy. He is multi-hit maker and award-winning music producer Mccoy TWAP, aka the WILDASS producer. He is a producer, artist, and also the owner of WILDASS Music VIP Studio in Douala. And at a very young age, Mccoy TWAP had established a lot. He has produced so many hit songs just within 3 years in the Cameroon music industry, and some of them which stand out as the highest number of streams are Blanche Bailly's Ndolo with over 3 million streams on YouTube, and Kimani's Humble with over 2 million streams on YouTube. These two songs and many others which he produced have earned him an award as the best music producer at the CAMACA 2020 and numerous nominations that follow. So without wasting much time, guys, I'm going to put on a very short transition of some work that he was doing with one of the very popular Cameroonian artists who is so well celebrated today. Oh, I think I don't have that video here, but I'm just going to let you have a taste of Mccoy because he's coming up today also to introduce to all of you that he is stepping in front of the microphone as an artist. As you tune in, share, tag like 5 to 10 people so that we can all come and discover this amazing young man. So we're going to meet him right after this short video. Don't you go anywhere.
Baby, make you bring your body, make we chop belly food. Yeah. Make we food them all, make we do every food. Hot belly one company, make we do shaman food. Girl, I go do for you. Girl, I go do for you. I go do for you. See, I go do for you. Girl, I go do for you. Girl, I go do for you.
Welcome to the show, Mccoy TWAP. I love your name, but most
Thank
importantly,
you very much.
I love your mystery. There's so much mystery around you. The way you look, your eyeglasses, your pictures. My, oh my, I just want to discover so much about you. And I know that every other person that's watching at home is also very eager to know much about you, Mccoy TWAP. I know I gave a little brief intro about you, but tell us, who is Mccoy TWAP?
Okay. Hello, Gwendy. Thank you for having me here.
You are welcome.
It's my first time being on Spotlight with Gwendy, and I believe we are going to have a very wonderful and interesting show.
Yes.
So, you asked who Mccoy TWAP is. Mccoy TWAP is this young music lover who's actually doing what he loves, music, and one of the best music producers in Cameroon.
Woohoo!
Multiple hit songs, Blanche Bailly, Kamani, Boytak, and a whole lot of other artists. And also Mccoy TWAP owns a recording studio in Douala. And also Mccoy TWAP is a singer who released an official song for the celebration of the African women. So that's who Mccoy TWAP is. And he's this friendly guy, this friendly friend to everybody who shares similar energy with him. So
that is so amazing, Mccoy. I want to tell you that I've heard about you before today, and it's really a pleasure and honor to really get to meet you. The young guy, like you are really so young, and I don't know how young, but maybe you're going to tell us. I know women are they're shy to talk about their age. I don't know about guys, so maybe we'll talk about your age later on or how young you are. You can give us a bracket, right? just so we can be able to understand a little bit more about that. How did you get into music production, Mccoy TWAP?
Music production for me is not something that I actually had to reflect and decide
Mm-hmm.
that I want to be a music producer. Actually, growing up, I actually grew up in a music loving family. My
Mm-hmm.
dad is a music lover. When we always perform well in school, he would buy us gifts, musical instruments, piano,
Oh,
flute, and stuff. And then for my mom, she's actually a choir mistress. She sings
okay.
every time. So
Okay.
if I'm not listening to music while my dad is surely because he was an artist, may he rest in peace. He
Oh,
passed like 6 years ago. So whenever he's in
bless
the
his soul.
studio, not music artist, he was a sculpture artist. Whenever he's working, he always has reggae music on. Whenever we are at home having dinner, we are watching music videos. My mom too, she will be composing songs, asking us how the songs look like. So I grew up in a music loving family. My elder brother too is an artist. So that way I just started doing my music with friends in school, joining the school choir. And then
Mm-hmm.
at some point when I was in Form 4, my
Mm-hmm.
elder brother, who's an artist, he came and installed one of the programs, the softwares which we use in producing beats. He put
Mm-hmm.
it in our family. That time we had one computer for the whole family. So he
Oh my
installed it there,
gosh.
and him and I, we were always trying our best on it. So I was just learning by myself, he's learning by himself, and I actually got it. So from 4, that was 2000. I don't know which year was that, but it's very long. That's when I started producing. That's 10 years ago. But
Mm-hmm.
then professionally now, it's just 2 years ago, 2018. That's when artists started recording on my songs. Yeah, so music production for me just happened that way. I did it for 6 years, just at home, enjoying my beats with my family and my
Mm-hmm.
younger siblings. And then around 2018, now artists started getting to know about me, and that's how Ndolo came about and many other big songs.
So I like to know, how were you discovered? Like, how did people discover this guy who has been learning music in the background just with his brother, testing and trying things out? How did people get to discover you, this
Uh,
phenomenal producer? And I don't know, like, how did you become so good at what you do?
okay, the way people discovered me was, in Cameroon, you can be as good as you are. You can be a very talented person and a
Mm-hmm.
skillful person, but then you might not be receiving this recognition, or even you might not feel like you are moving any further. I
Right.
don't know who to actually put the blame on, but for me, I would not call it luck. I would say there's some sort of grace, because I would
Mm-hmm.
like to tell you a short story how the Blanche Bailey song came about.
Okay.
um Back to 2017, when when I realized that, okay, the music industry is a tough place, because you can stay upcoming for a very long time and you wouldn't cross, let me say, like is it like the
Break it.
boundary, yes,
Yeah.
like to make it to that A list. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to find a way to get to work with all of these A list artists, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
also easy to get to them. So what I started doing to get people to know about my career as a music producer was, when any hit song comes up, that was in 2017, when any hit song pops up like Kale, if you go to my YouTube, you will see all instrumental remix of hit songs within the year 2017 and 2018. So if
Wow.
Daphne drops Kale, and I know she has not put up the beats for artists to do covers, and there are lots of artists who wanted to do covers. So since I was talented in beat making, I would take my time and remake the beat exactly as it was and put it out. So that's what got me to gain some recognition. People were using my beats, doing their covers, hitting me up and
Mm-hmm.
thanking me. And Dolo too came through that same thing. So I was doing this thing for artists out there. And then one day, Blaise B saw I had remade the beat of Dengo, because Blaise B produced Blanche Bailey's song Dengo.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a hit song, and I did the beat all over and put it out. On coming to Facebook one day, Blaise B has shared it, and
Mm-hmm.
definitely Blanche saw his post, and then shared it too, and she tagged me. She was like, "Keep up the good work."
Yeah.
So while I was writing her to appreciate what she did and thank her, she got to listen to one of my beats, and that's how the song Dolo came up. By then she had released Bonbon, and when I did Dolo, that was around April 2018. 6 months
Mm-hmm.
after the Bonbon was out, then she released Ndolo. So it just happened so fast. It's not really, and by that time I was in my third level, my final year in the University of Swa. So a few weeks to my exam, I had to rush to Boya, produce a song, and come back. So that's just a bit of the story. So
Wow.
I will summarize by saying that what got people to know me was when I was putting myself out there. So I didn't have to wait for, like, I had to think out of the box, come up with the concept of instrumental remix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
You know
that's what.
what? This is just really, really amazing. Like just getting to know all this backstory of how you really started music, and then today you are very respected in the milieu. I've seen you with so many talented artists, like you just talked about Blanche Bailly, Salatiel, Daphne, Boy Tag, like the list goes on. And so, what was it that you had that you think brought these people to you? What did you do differently that
Uh,
attracted the A list of artists to you?
First of all, I would say, um, I would actually say thanks to God for actually blessing me with the talent,
Mm-hmm.
because uh, no matter what level of promotion I do, or no matter how much I tell people I'm a music producer, if the music doesn't sound right, it will never go far and people will never appreciate it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I think the reason why people actually appreciate my music, first of all, is because my music sounds so nice. The day Ndolo was
Mm-hmm.
released, I was like an unknown producer, but lots of people reached out, so like Tel, King Stephens, and they were just giving words of encouragement. Like, keep up. We are able to notice that you have the like so much potentials. So you
Mm-hmm.
should just keep up, keep up. So I think I was blessed like to be a very talented person musically. So, and I'm making use of it. So my creativity stands out. And then one other thing which I feel, now you are talking about me working with so many artists, right? Like Asaba, Cabrera, and all of
Yes,
the A-list guys. I would say it's one thing to attract people and another thing to keep them.
true.
So I would also give 1 point to the way I interact with my artists. I'm always friendly with them. You would see me um, with Daphne and Gasha riding and having fun in the streets of Douala.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just all about work, work, work. Music is fun, but out of the studio too, I find a way to interact well with the artists and we create that bond. So it makes them coming back again and it makes them to maybe recommend their colleagues to me. So
Okay.
that's one other thing too. Yeah.
I really love that. And there's something that I always tell a lot of women that I work with in my group of women that I train, that referral is bigger than promotion. Like you can promote yourself all day, but if somebody doesn't refer you, then it cannot have the same weight, you know.
That's true.
I had heard about you, but I didn't know how to get in contact with you. And a good friend of mine, who is not even online today, he's going to get a red card, recommended
He's
McCoy
should be coming
TWAP
very
to
soon.
you.
Uh,
Yeah. So he recommended McCoy TWAP to me, and he was like, "Have you heard about this guy?" I said, "Yes, I have, but I don't know how to get in contact with him." And he was like, "Did you know that he produced this, and this?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you serious?" I had no idea that you were the brain, the person that really worked the magic behind the scenes for all these amazing songs that came out. So now I want to understand, how did you perfect your craft to become this good?
okay, perfect. That's a very nice question because uh, most people who grow in this music industry, you would always see them. They'll have like a, let me say, godfather,
Mm-hmm.
but or they'll have somebody like you see Petit Pays having Willy Paris de Petit. Is it Willy de
Yeah,
Paris? Mathematique de Petit Pays, Paris
yeah.
de Petit Pays. Those are people that he actually trained, mentored them to be who they are. But in my own case, I was just learning by myself. And one thing which I think I used to perfect my skills were YouTube tutorial videos and even other courses
Okay.
that I've taken online. But that was just, let me say, 2 years ago. For the
Mm-hmm.
time when I was producing from the 10 years ago, it was just me learning by myself. So
Yeah.
right now, perfecting this art, during the times when I'm not having sessions, I'm always doing research on new plugins. I'm doing research on new stuff, and then I take
Mm-hmm.
time to listen to other great artists and great producers from around the world, because I think that's one of the sources for inspiration, like for this inspiration in my songs. When I listen to a song produced by other producers, let me say you have Don Jazzy, you have Salatiel, Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Dre. When I listen to all of their stuff, it inspires me so I can actually get to learn by just listening. And then while I was coming up to, there are a couple of older producers that I would always do my best to bug them and visit their studios to just watch what they are doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just learning every day. Like right now, there are so many people out there who look at McCoy and they see McCoy to be the hit maker, but I believe each and every one of us are learning every day. I'm still learning,
Mhm.
even though I'm already doing very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I love how humble you are. You know, McCoy, the way you look and the way you talk, it's they're very different. You know, you have this very dangerous look. Like when somebody looks at your pictures, the person will feel that you could be a very bad boy. You know what I mean by bad boy? Your pictures are very mysterious. Like it's a simple picture, but look at how you're posing. You just this. It's like somebody could interpret it differently. Like this guy, that's a dangerous guy. Look at this one. Like I was like, okay, so what's up,
That's how
McCoy?
stars do. That's how stars do.
Now so started we do air. So who has, I know you've talked about the Don Jazzies and the others, but in Cameroon, who are some of your music inspirations that you really admired the work that they did and you wanted to learn something from them or maybe work with them someday?
Uh, my music inspirations first before those who I like to work with. My
Yeah.
music inspiration, there's one person who really inspires me here in Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, you have Stanley Eno. Stanley Eno is one of the best people who are in this game to me. Like I really look up to Stanley Eno,
True.
and yeah,
True.
and I mean he's one of those people who have also kind of like made me to know that I'm actually doing what was meant for me. You know, when
That's
you're
amazing.
actually in the industry and older people, not to talk of someone you look up to, when he appreciates you or notices you or recognizes you, it can mean so much. So Stanley Eno, first because he actually works hard to do what he's
Yeah.
doing despite all of the
Yeah.
comments, hate comments people pour on him. He keeps going.
He
And
keeps
then
growing.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then I'm actually a fan of almost all Cameroonian music. Before I even got to be known as a music producer, I listened to everybody: Salatiel, Daphne, Blanche Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
me, and the
Mm-hmm.
rest. Right when I was in like when Cameroonian music was not yet trending in Cameroon, I was always listening to Cameroon music because my
Mm-hmm.
elder bro was into it. So I always want to know what's happening with Gasha, Kakimbere, Stanley Eno Hempe. I was really falling in love with Cameroon music. And then those who I'm looking forward to work with, I'm looking forward to work with people like CY Soul. I'm looking forward to work with people like Lidol, Kamini,
Mm-hmm.
and so many others. That's for Cameroon. But beyond Cameroon, I'm looking forward to work with someone like Davido. Davido too is somebody that in Nigeria you have him and David and Don Jazzy. They
Mm-hmm.
really, really inspired me because there was a period when I grew up in music. Nigerian music was trending in Cameroon, so most of us will listen to Nigerian music. So sometimes people listen to my beats too, and they're like, "Yo, come to Nigeria, come and let's get some of the sources." And but all the same, music is universal, and I believe that music done Nigeria, South Africa, USA, or anywhere can be consumed anywhere. It's
That's
not
true.
limited that way. So yeah,
What inspires you, McCoy TWAP? I really want to know, like, what are some of those things that inspire you to produce? Because you are the magician. Like, an artist comes to your studio, they tell you what they want, you create the beat. Is that what you do, or do you arrange the songs? You create
I
the
do
beat.
create the beats and more, and
Okay,
much more.
so for instance, right? I come to your studio. I have this idea. I want to sing this song. Do I need to write the song out and have some kind of rhythm in my head, or do you create it from scratch for me? Do you make the magic happen?
Okay, music can be made from different angles, not just one. There
Hmm.
is the possibility of the person coming with his or her song, and then
Right.
I do the beats.
Hmm.
There's another option where I do beats, like Blanche Bailey Ndolo. Blanche listened to the song when it was really titled Ndolo. I had done the beat, titled Ndolo, it was complete. So she actually
Okay.
worked on the beat. And then you
Hmm.
have another option where both the artist and myself we can create together. So when artists come to the studio, apart from doing their beats, I do their vocal recordings, I vocal coach them, and then I mix and master the song. Yeah, so I carry out all of the activities in production. But in much more developed industries, we have on one song you can have about 10 people, so people handle all those things. But following the way we grew up in Cameroon here, like when you come to the studio, I can actually work on your song from the first step to the last step. And then for inspiration, when I want to do my own creations, I would say it pops up magically here. Like I can be in the bathroom having the bath, and then it just comes through, and I have to rush my studio and put it down. So I just have things singing in my head like that always. So I think that's my number
Wow.
one source of inspiration. It just comes through, like I can't even explain. So it's
So you're just
yeah,
born with it. You just get the team baba. You got it inside of you, your veins. It's
yeah,
there.
yeah, and it's
So
never running out. Like if
yeah.
you tell me now to put out melodies, I can put out till infinity till I get tired.
Oh my
It's always in my
goodness.
mind.
That is so scary. So the question we had on today's show was: has Cameroon stopped producing hit tracks, hit songs? So now you've been telling us all these wonderful things that you do and all whatnot, but Cameroonians feel that move their eyeglass more so because the way you don't hang up on corner. So it's almost as if I asked you
Uh,
one dangerous question. So you were like, man, don't open my eye, frighten the grandson more.
yep.
So the question on the table: has Cameroon stopped producing hit tracks? Because when we look at the year 2020, 2021, especially, we've not had a lot of songs that have been making buzz and staying at the top, right? What can you say about that as one of the top hit makers that we have right now in Cameroon?
Mhm. First of all, a hit song, uh, a song becomes a hit song because of many reasons. It's not only it doesn't only depend on how nice the song is, and it does not depend only on how the population receives it. So when we are not having hit songs, if we want to blame it that Cameroon has stopped producing hit songs, it's like we are putting the blame on those who produce the songs, of which the blame can also be put on those who consume the songs. They might choose not to consume the songs, they might choose to consume American music or some other music. So Cameroon not having hit songs, let me first of all take from the point of those who produce the Cameroon songs. I'm talking about
Yeah.
artists and producers and video directors and everybody that acts behind the scenes. I would say many artists, I've spoken with so many artists are reluctant to release songs back to back because it's a business. They cannot be doing the business and they are not getting returns and they keep doing it.
That's true.
So I would also want to say I believe many artists are doing their best to re-strategize. Like if you look at Daphne, she has not released for a while.
That's
And
true.
people will blame it on marriage and all that, but I work with her, I'm working on her current album. So those of us who are behind the scene, we are seeing all of the artists are actually working. I would blame it on the fact that most of them have realized that they have been doing this thing back to back and nothing is really showing up. So they want to take the time and re-strategize.
The money is
Now
not coming.
talking about and now talking about Cameroonians not consuming Cameroon no longer having hit songs from this year. I think we have had some hit songs. We have had Kosi bringing us hit songs back to back. We have had Kamini giving us hit songs back to back. We have had Stanley Eno dropping us hit songs back to back. But I'll accept with you that the number this year, I don't know for what reason in particular, it's
Maybe
not as
COVID
it
and
was
COVID,
just.
COVID, COVID, the whole pandemic thing, probably.
Uh, COVID should have instead given people more time to work, if you ask my opinion, because
True.
music artists work in the house or in the studio. We are not out there, out there, out there. So if we're talking about shows, we would understand. But then music, you can produce music in your house and release it without even leaving your house. And it becomes a
Right.
hit song without you even leaving from your house. So we can't blame it on COVID. So I'm putting the blame on also Cameroonian fans of music. They should actually support us more better, and they should, even if they don't want to support, they can always give their remarks and even show like that concern that okay, you guys can do this better, you guys can give this better,
Right.
because the music we are promoting is for our culture. It's not like this is something that we do like it's a job for money, but it's also pushing the Cameroonian culture. So I think it's very advisable for all Cameroonian music lovers to consume Cameroonian music. It's so important. Yeah, we can't do it by ourselves. If they don't listen to the music, then we are just doing the music for no reason.
So I wanted to find out from you, right? What do you think is the reason? Why is it that the Cameroonian public is not really they're not Is it that they are losing something? Are they looking for something? I know that there was this time when Cameroonians were complaining about, especially the artists, about their music not being played at events where you go to
Yeah, as compared
and
to foreign music.
it's all foreign music. A lot of people, artists like you guys, do you think that that's one of the reasons? Or why is it that Cameroonians are, playing more foreign music than our own music? What can be the problem from
Uh,
your perspective as a producer?
I would I would actually say I would not blame Cameroonians that consume foreign music, because also music is universal. You cannot force somebody to listen to music that they don't love.
True.
Everybody has the right to listen to music from any place. So the banning of music, to me, I'm not really on that point of banning
I'm not for it
of
as
music.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, but also when it comes now to them, Cameroonians consume Cameroonian music. Kosi put out a hit song this year, which has over 10 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you notice, it's been consumed more by the French Cameroon, because that's Mbole, which is a typical music genre from the French part of Cameroon, and he
Mm-hmm.
sings to in French, so Cameroonians consume it. So one thing that I would say that actually causes Cameroonians to consume more music out there is because the people from the other countries are putting out more music than us. In one year, an artist in Nigeria or in Tanzania, like Diamond Platnumz, will put out about like millions of songs. They're putting out so many songs. But in Cameroon, yeah, the songs are not coming through. So how do you really expect people to listen to the songs?
But do
Without
artists make
that?
money though? Do you guys make money from the business? Because, like you said earlier, you talked about some of the artists not producing. You cannot keep, planting corn if the land is bad. That corn is not gonna grow. If you keep planting corn and it only grows to a short like length and it doesn't produce fruit, you would know that there's something wrong with that land. You have to change it or you have to
I
do
was
something.
yeah, I would say okay, I am a music producer, so when I produce a song, people pay me before the song is
You
even
get
released.
doing
So
all the man. You're not even bothered because your money enters first before whether or not go do na have a market or it's not your business, right?
yeah. So even video directors, they are being paid before they carry out their job, right?
Yeah.
But artists now, I would say Cameroon artists are making money. It's just that there are very few. It's not up to a handful of artists that make money. And those who are making money from music, those who are popping, having the shows, they don't actually even have other younger artists that they are mentoring or trying to bring up. So I I don't know what I can actually blame it on. I don't know what I can actually blame it on, because people are out there making money. Blanche Bailey is making money from music. If they're not making money from music, they will not keep doing it. So I'll really advise that those who actually know the way, they should do this kind of like music business events to sensitize the younger ones, because they might be benefiting all by themselves, but it's not really going to play good on them in the long run. Like for myself
Right.
now, I am planning on organizing like a master class to train younger producers, so that at some point we really need more producers too in the game who are supposed to be as good as myself. Because as you're also saying,
Hi,
these songs
my
are
brother. I
limited.
like your boldness, to be as good as yourself. It's so important in life to be sure of yourself, like to have confidence in what you have, in what you're giving, in what you believe
Thank
in.
you.
I love that. I really love that about you.
Yeah, and also I wanted to also add that when we talk with artists, right? Artists are saying
Uh-huh.
that producers are limited. That the good producers are limited. The good producers, if you ask artists, they will tell you, we the producers, we have started becoming now artists. So they are no longer producers, or they are limited producers to actually work on their songs. But as a producer, I am in the game and I am one of the best. But I will tell you that no. We have the time to produce these guys, but I don't know if it's lack of finance or what. They are not really doing the songs as, or how. I don't know if you get my point. They are blaming producers, say we few, but me I instead feel like say producers them plenty, and the artists they not surely
But what I
get
did, I said
doing it.
that talk was sweet now with pigeon. Just talk, move everything down. That is a family matter. I see Brandy photo. Brandy photo, where have you been? Yeah.
Brandy Foot, so that's my boy Lafash.
He's just appearing now after one time that I received him on the show. He disappeared inside Sisongo. Now you don't appear.
Yes,
Brandy photo, we will send you red card there. And J Teddy is joining now. J Teddy, you already have your red card coming your way. Straight up.
Hello,
Yeah,
guys.
so you were
Hello.
talking
Thanks for
about
being here.
organizing some kind of events. Like, how can we fix the industry? Like, what can we really do?
Uh, I would say there's something we in the music industry we are actually colleagues, and just like in every other industry, like the taxi industry, they drive. I don't know if it's the taxi industry. Might call and say taxi industry or
Like
teachers
media
industry.
industry, like this one.
Yes, or media industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, all of those industries have associations. They have
Yes.
associations, and those associations that they bring together, they put rules that help them to make all of them to grow. So I feel like the moment that Cameroonian artists and music stakeholders will realize that we are not fighting against ourselves, we should have to come together and then talk this thing out. The better for us, because as I told you, some people are making the money.
Yeah.
For example, in Cameroon here, I'm one of the music producers that I'm having clients back to back. I'm producing new songs
Okay.
back to back. But I know so many.
Look at
But
me
I
now.
know
Look
so
at me.
many.
I'm like, okay. So why are people complaining? There's
Okay,
money.
yeah, but I know so many Cameroonian producers that are very good like myself, but nobody knows about them. Or
Let me say, I own a way to the man. Now they are dreadlocks.
no, now why now I feel like say if I organize masterclass now and then I invite these young talented producers when they would have been with me for about 2 to 3 weeks. They might even copy other things which is not necessarily or directly connected to the music. Because me too, I'm
Yeah.
someone that believes that people blow up not only based on their talent, it also depends on their personal character, their charisma, and how they carry themselves.
Hmm.
So I know plenty younger people in a way they be talented, but maybe during my own master class, other thing in the way I only to train them on way, really be directly related to music, on how they actually relate with artists, how they should price their work. They should know when they are supposed to price higher and when they're supposed to price lower.
Hmm.
So I think there are other factors to it.
I like what I'm hearing. I really just love it because this is it's almost as if I'm hearing myself talking again because I have this group of ladies that I train and the other day I had this training about monetizing your genius. Like what you have can be sold, it can be monetized, and you can price it depending on what you think that you really have, your worth. Because a lot of times when you sell yourself cheap, you you will be taken that way, right? Awa Eme Bride, you're
Definitely.
welcome. JTD, Brani Futso, Claude Songe, Patience Label Free, Jealous Singer is watching. My superstar
Yeah.
sis, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining, sis. So
Yeah. So I
yes.
feel like love. For example, when I was talking with you on the call before we had this live video,
Mm-hmm.
when my team filled that form alongside with myself,
Yeah.
you actually called me and I could actually feel that this is somebody that she's actually someone who loves to see people grow because while we were on the call, I don't know if you noticed, but you ended up shooting lots of pieces of advice on how we should do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is coming from a place of love. I feel like that is lacking within artists in
Oh.
Cameroon. You will not see an older person or an artist who is already established telling the younger ones, that, okay, do it this way or do it that way.
They
Everybody
fear
thinks about
no.
themselves and move on.
They fear no. So no can take their place.
No, there's space for everybody. There's enough space for everybody. Davido signed many artists, and they are very big artists today, but he's still pretty much very big. Even Don Jazzy, he signed many artists, and he put himself in the background, and other artists have gone for it.
I
So I'll
totally
probably rise
agree
my
with
league
you.
to others.
Mccoy TWAP, I totally agree with what you're saying because the truth is we can only grow by working together. We can only grow by developing each other, right? There's
Yeah,
something that I might be good at, and there's something that somebody else might be good at. But if we bring those forces together, we're going to create a tornado, right? And
definitely.
so the moment that you're able to realize that this thing might need some extra help, and that's one thing that I think that a lot of times people are ashamed to admit that I need help here,
Yeah,
and open up because, like you said, there are a lot of other producers probably who are older than you, who've been in the game longer
yes,
than you, but they're not getting it. Like maybe it's your dangerous looks. Like that they always say that when you're cute, you attract a lot of things. So you first find you tall, you yellow, you get fine smile, all that kind of thing, and then you get that kind swag way be a little bit. So normally for the night for associate with somebody like Versus, so all that kind of
exactly,
person.
exactly. But now we don't really expect to make them know. Like
The
for me, too, I
packaging.
will not say I had it easily. It was a whole struggle and a whole challenge to get to this point, right? Even it's still a whole challenge. Like I'm looking at Africa, I'm supposed to like expand to Africa and to the world. So it's always a challenge, but from what you have just said, right, we can also blame it on those who need the help, because if you need help, you actually have to ask for help. Yeah, if you need help, you actually have to ask for help. When Ndolo came through, not because it just came, even though I was given the opportunity, but I went for it. So, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so well,
yeah.
that is
So
you.
those who are coming up to, they should do their best to seize opportunities to ask questions to those who are. When I did work with any artist inside studio, no, especially artists the way they don't really blow, I did question them. I ask them questions like Daphne. I question her. I remember Daphne. I be in the studio and she's telling me that Mccoy, look at in this industry, you have to come through with a strategy. Like she quoted many people. Look at Shoyo. He came in with a strategy. Stanley Eno. Like there's always something unique about each of these artists that have gained recognition. Even myself, there's something unique about each and every one of us that makes us to stand out. Not really about that talent only. So strategy really matter. Your values, what you stand for, and all that. So I always question these big artists I work with. I always question them, so that I learn from what they're telling me. So it's not just about meeting people and taking pictures. Like
You
I
don't
have
need talk
to
about
also,
picture. I don't need put picture too. Ah, connection. Mccoy TWAP.
yep.
Oh God, Mccoy TWAP. The children there and say you get the packaging right. You get that packaging where the full people there. You just they Stanley Eno inside music industry right now. Stanley Eno
Stanley
has
is
a
my guy. It's
packaging
my
that
guy.
is, in fact, untouchable. That guy get grace way back. His grace beyond imagination. That means if anybody is joining to hate him, they are problem, right? There are people that have grace, like so much grace, and it's their thing. You cannot hate somebody because they have that thing that you don't have, right? Instead,
Exactly.
figure out what it is that you have that is a strong point that you can
Yeah,
work
because some
on
might get that grace, but
and
maybe
build
your
on
own
it.
grace is not in this field. It
Yeah.
might be in a different field. Yeah, because I believe everybody has that grace. So people have to not try to just copy. Like if you look at me, I'm not copying what the older producers have done.
Uh-huh.
The people they
Except
use
except Stanley
actually.
Eno a hairstyle because now so I don't know whether now you create the hairstyle or Stanley Eno create them because
Now
Stanley
actually
Eno don't
me,
enter
because
inside the hairstyle now.
now actually me, like Stanley Eno is somebody, as I told you earlier, we have never worked together, but Stanley Eno follows me on Instagram and Facebook. He just followed on Facebook this year. Instagram is 2 years ago. Like he's been following me, he comments on my stuff. And I put the hairstyle before he now he copy my own.
Mr. Lee Eno cash you, my brother.
Now he copy. I mean, the first day when he posted, he was traveling somewhere. I came
He
online. I
was
said,
going to
"Chat,
Cote d'Ivoire, I
is this
think.
not
Then he had
McCoy?"
that new hairstyle.
Yeah, people saw a picture that he posted on the first day. He had one shades and face mask. They were commenting, "This is McCoy, where you at, McCoy?" I'm like,
Yeah. I think that your
yeah,
people are waking up, McCoy. Leo Crush says Mccoy TWAP is the best. I give 2 years for Africa to know you,
you know who McCoy.
McCoy.
Yep.
You didn't say a guy that no who can announce. So who said they be there, they be sleep? Eh?
That's it. We
JTD.
usually start after 8, so maybe some of them be.
I know because we're trying to set up those things, all the pictures and the videos and all that. So anyway, I like the way our vibe not started come, because if you do the start, let's say the shame small, but now Mccoy TWAP is back in the building, right?
Yep.
So Mccoy TWAP, I saw one picture online. Let me just bring the picture first, and then you tell me what people were saying. Okay, this one was from Showbiz Compound. They said, AKA the badass producer is one of the best hit producers. He has been putting in extraordinary bundle of work into the entertainment industry as they pass. He has worked with artists like Meshi and Kizzy and all other stuff. Now there's this other picture that I wanna put up. Now the one this way really interests me because I like the kind of story then. They say this is from 237 Showbiz. They say music producer Mccoy TWAP and Miss Cameroon 2017, Michelle and Minkata looking like the next big couple in the Cameroon entertainment industry. Ha! Okay. Mccoy TWAP,
Yes, so
What's up now? What's me happen for there? Like, what's going on? Because we need for year no. Because after all the looks, that smile, all that kind of stuff, then like, wait till we happen with this picture. What's going
They
on?
can't just look at the picture and just judge what's happening.
Mccoy, remove your glasses. Let me see your face because you're talking behind glasses. I can't hear you.
Like the light is coming on my face is so much from my eyes. So when I take my glasses off, it's so much.
Okay, that's your ring light.
Yeah, like the ring light. So let me see.
Mccoy, I'll ask you a question. I want to be seeing your eye when you're answering this particular question because
glasses.
That's how I talk. JTD is sweating for you.
That particular picture, right? That's the day Michelle, Ash, and I met. We actually met that day. So relationship started now when we did talk.
So nothing not happen.
What? This can happen.
Mccoy TWAP.
But then nothing is actually up.
Look into the camera and talk your true.
The rumors.
Look into the camera and talk your true. Okay, Mccoy TWAP done an open eye, JTD.
Michelle Minkata, she's such a beautiful person. She's friendly, and that's the first day we met. But you can see from the picture that we were so fond of each other.
Oh my gosh, so fond of each other. That's a good one to hear.
She's a friendly person, and she's also kind of like having something to do with music, even though it's still in the background. So,
so she's planning to come to the studio for some extracurricular sessions.
Definitely. So that's
extracurricular.
To link up well. Music. Nothing more music. I'm a music guy.
I know now. So I want us to talk about music, but now that I started talking about some juicy stuff,
stuff. Yes, getting the
juicy kind of stuff, that kind of things. So Mccoy TWAP, you didn't say your hand easy. Because with all these looks and all that nod and all that fine celebrity, they life we can't walk with you. Jody take picture of you, this my smile here and there. So how is if I thought there's somebody there taking all of this? I know that there's probably 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, or 5.
Please, you people should not speak in tongues for Mccoy TWAP. Mccoy TWAP, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I said 3. I was just like, okay, let me just say 3 just for respecting sake. You say 4 or 5.
Yeah, or 5. Like,
Jesus.
I believe, like when it comes to relationships, people actually create a relationship with someone that they can spend the rest of their lives with. And we have lots of people in the world. So I feel like, it'd be very advisable to say you need to actually get to understand plenty of people before you decide the person you really want to say to you. Yeah.
So now how many days for at least like 5?
I'm single actually. I'm single, like so single.
I'm
not married.
No, I'm not talking about marriage. You're still very young. 5 years don't marry now, so I'll find stick. So
that's what I mean. I'm single. Single means not being married, right? So
Caro say, sorry, look at me saying Caro. JTD say make I no shout like Caro abongole song. Abongole song. So Mccoy TWAP, how do you manage, to do your work, focus on producing those hit tracks without being distracted by all these beautiful women? Blanche Bailly, that girl can cause a tornado any day. How do you manage to stay focused? Daphne, how do you manage to, or when they count and you walk, then walk?
No, as I said, we're having fun. Like if for those
you people are having fun.
We're having fun. When I post a video with Gasha or Asaba in the studio, you can literally think that we are just playing, but we're actually doing music. So while in the studio, the thing is, I don't know why people always feel like, I've seen those comments a lot when I always post a picture, and there's something that I've realized, Gwen. I've realized that I'm the music producer in Cameroon who has worked with many female artists. You have Meshi, Gasha, Blanche Bailly, Asaba, Lady Jane, so many of them.
That fine one day. Because the one they don't find in it can be a corner. I must see that fine one and they can't work with you.
So yeah, so one thing I don't realize now, say when they put those pictures out there, people are saying, they want to be producers. So because look at fine ladies coming to the studio, but they fail to understand that this is business. You cannot actually mix business and pleasure. If I'm actually having a personal relationship with a female artist that pays me, I'm already spoiling my business. She will not pay me again.
I
So
tell you, bros. That's very smart. I like
so
that
this
idea. The
artist
girl go
pays
do
me for
kind of
this
for
work.
free. You just say, hey babe, can I come and
Yeah.
produce?
Yeah, or when we are having maybe relationship issues, it will disturb work. So
True.
that's why we can get as
That's very
intimate as
smart.
possible. You can find producers and artists. We can be sharing kiss and stuff, but it ends at that. Nothing more. Business.
Ha! Mccoy TWAP, I think that that's why you're succeeding, because your eyes don't go to the wrong direction. You focus on your work, and that's what matters to you the most.
Exactly.
That is really, really good. So I guess I shouldn't be asking you why. What keeps you disciplined? What keeps you focused?
Yeah.
I think
No,
you
but I
already
think
answered.
you asked that, Brett. You were asking. I was talking about now keeping me disciplined in the studio, but generally, let's assume now that okay, what
What
keeps
keeps you
me going?
focused
Why don't I
on the
get
job?
Mm-hmm. What keeps me going? I'm somebody that I listen to lots of audiobooks. I was about to say I read a lot, but now I do mostly listening. So I listen to audiobooks, and the kind of books that I listen to is motivational books where you keep getting reminded about, like you keep hearing somebody reminding you about what you have to do, how you have to plan your day, how you have to set your goals. Because each and every one of us, I'm sure we have once read something motivational, but as human beings, the way God made us, we will always forget, or maybe life will always come with problems, and you realize that you have stopped your very great habits. So when I wake up in
Yeah.
the morning, when I'm showering, I always have my audiobook on. Whenever I am maybe just chilling, I'm having my audiobook on. I always listen to such things, and then also listening to new music. When I want to hear some person almost on song, I might say like, "Who like Diamond Platnumz has dropped a very nice song." When I listen to the beat, I'm excited to go and do something like that, or to do my own thing and put in my own flair to it, and all and things like that. So every day I'm on my hustle. But those audiobooks actually help me a lot. I've realized that
They help you to stay
audiobooks help a lot.
focused.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that that's something that I listen to audiobooks because I'm a very visual audio person. And I also watch a lot of motivational, inspiring, empowerment videos, just, from people that I aim to be like someday, people I want to learn something from, just so that I can be able to come back and teach my community. So I totally, totally agree with you. Like, it transforms your mind and it
Definitely.
takes you to a different direction, to a direction of a builder, of an achiever, of somebody who wants to grow and, and just transform lives around them. So what are some success habits that you have apart from listening to audiobooks? What are some success habits that have helped you become a better producer that you are
Others,
today?
yeah. Other success habits, I will talk about confidence too. Like you should have confidence in what you are doing. Trust me, it's not as easy as it sounds that when an
Mm-hmm.
artist comes into my studio, they sing their song and I do something.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, can you hear me? Something
Yep.
happened to the
Tell that
yeah,
person
I'm
to
saying
stop calling.
yeah, there's lots of confidence that is needed because it's not an easy task for somebody to walk into your studio and you're supposed to create something and the person gets satisfied with it. So there are sometimes that an artist can be beside me and I'm working on something and inspiration feel there I say it lack. But guess what? I just have the confidence that okay, what I'm doing, I will get to the end and the artist will love it. Like there's this strong belief that I believe everybody needs to have it. So
Yeah.
confidence is one thing. And then one other thing, positivity too. Positivity. I am a very if you notice most of the things that I'm telling you that kind of like help me to be disciplined and to be progressing what I'm doing. It's actually personal stuff. I'm never talking
Mhm.
about go and study your videos on music production. I'm talking about personal stuff. Like I stay positive. I
Mindset
always
is the
believe
biggest thing.
exactly mindset
Mindset.
in a whole non
It's
like in a whole
90% of
nutshell.
success. It's not even tactics, it's not business
Yeah.
ideas, it's your mind, because what you think you can become. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with you on that. So
Yeah.
you gave
And
us
then thinking
two.
out of the box too, like not doing what the others have done.
Okay. Being yourself, being
Yeah.
authentic. Should call it that way,
yourself.
being authentic. Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. So being
And then
authentic.
also now, I would also want to give kudos now to my team because I've grown up to that point where I have a whole team. I have a manager, I have
Hmm.
a graphic designer, PR, and lots of other.
Hmm.
So these people that I have in my team, they also kind of like motivate me. You know,
Is your team
let
on
me
this
know.
on this on this broadcast? I don't see them here.
Yeah, there's one guy there. He's my community manager,
Leo
Leo
Crush.
Crush. Leo Crush.
I see him
Yeah,
pumping hearts.
he's,
Leo Crush pump
he's
hearts.
based in Bamenda, University of Bamenda.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
so I have somebody like Leo Crush there. Leo Crush, I have this gang of people that have created their name. They call themselves TWAPers. You know, it's called lovers and fans of Mccoy TWAP. And so he's kind
where
of
are
like the
they?
person that pushes. TWAPers are everywhere. They have their WhatsApp groups. I'm in the group. I already communicate there with them. From
Where
time
are
to
they
time, I
now?
check
They are
them. They
not
are
live
typing.
here supporting the TWAP boss.
Leo Crush, where are TWAPers? Bring TWAPers. Bring them on. Bring them on.
Leo Crush, you guys are not here
Bring them on.
supporting the TWAP master.
So yeah, what you
Yeah,
just saw
okay.
on the screen too is a collaboration between WILDASS Music and Glow Actors. Yeah, last month. This month
Okay.
though.
So what exactly is this? Because I just had to bring it up so that we could talk a little bit about it. What exactly was it? You guys were doing
Graphic design
professional
master
graphic design
class.
master class. Oh, that's amazing. I should probably join because I need to learn how to do some graphics. When is
I
the
wish
next
you knew
session?
about it earlier. Okay, so this is a master class by J Studio. He's one of the best graphic designers in Cameroon. I'm
Wow.
currently working with him. So he works with Kosi, Blanche Bailly, almost all of the artists that you're seeing out
Yeah, the
there.
graphics is very clean. I love it.
Yeah, so he launched this master class, and he since we saw it like an opportunity for many young Cameroonians, even people who are not graphic designers. You need graphic design skills,
Of
and
course.
it was also like the holiday period.
Mhm.
So we saw the fee 25,000 francs. I first of all put up that I would support one person to go for the this thing for the master class.
Yeah.
But then now, Mr. J Teddy, the CEO of Glow Actors, saw the initiative and then
JTD.
he also got interested. Yeah, he also got interested and told me that okay, let's make this bigger. Let's actually do this for the younger ones. And right now they're having four of them. They have the master class going on, and we are hoping to see how they will come through. So
I want to
while
join
as
the
music
master
is not all
class.
about music too, right?
Yes.
It's twenty-five
It's
thousand, and it's
it
going on. But the next one, I'm going to actually get you through on it. The next one is
I
going
just
to be
want
nice.
us to
That's a
talk to
promise.
we should tell more people, let's get more people join, and maybe they can join online. That would be better. So you guys can have more people
Yeah,
joining
they also study online. There's online
and
studies. So
benefiting.
yeah, so while as music, some people might see while as music, why are you going to be sponsoring some kids to go and study graphic designs? I would say while as music, that's like community work. You know, in whatever we are doing, when we make this money, we are supposed to also impact people, and not only in my field. And then graphic design too is a field that cuts across. So
That's true.
yeah, actually, yeah. So
That's
that's
true.
how the initiative came about. And thanks to Glow Actors, J. Teddy Ranu of Glow Actors, he's such a supportive person to many Cameroonians. I'm not the one who has to say this here. Like, I'm sure many people can
JTD is
testify.
hiding. He hide for backside. He's hiding in the backside. He
He said you
knows. He
stay
knows
humble
that.
and positive. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very humble person, and JTD is one of our friends here on Gwendy Media. He's our community member. Community member, right?
Yeah.
JTD is one of him and our Eme and a lot of others. Very close to the channel, and we're just so grateful to have people like that. And I've been trying to pull JTD to come on the show and tell us more about what he does in front of the screen. The guy they pam, he dey tell me say busy, busy, this, that,
I'm
that.
telling you, Glow Actors does a lot. They are providing solar energy to areas where they don't have electricity and all that. So
You
it's doing
see.
so much for even youth in schools and stuff. Glow Actors.
So
It's really
what I'm
going to
gonna
be great
do
to have
is
them
I'm
here.
gonna ask our Eme Bride, because our Eme Bride she's a PR of Gwendy Media. She's going to get in contact with JTD. Our Eme, that's your get in contact with JTD and figure out what his problem is. Why is he not coming to the show? He's
He
behind.
loves being behind the camera. Some people
Yeah,
like that back camera. They don't like being in front.
I
For
know.
me,
So
I love being
McCoy
in front of the
TWAP.
camera.
what motivates you? What motivates you to be the person that you are? I know you've talked about confidence, positivity, being authentic, but there must be something that pushes
That
you towards
motivates me.
that get wants you to keep going, keep doing your best, keep wanting to be an example for the community. So what motivates you?
Uh, what motivates me actually, um, I have lots of people in my life. I have my family, my brother, and my mom, and all that. I always hear lots of people saying they're doing this because they want to take care of their mom. But in my case, it's really different. It's really, really, really different. Like, my mom is doing great for herself, and my siblings are also doing great for themselves. So, and I don't have a child. So, there's not really like this
Good for
person
you,
that
my
motivates
brother.
me.
Get
But then
married first.
But then now there's something that when you ask me this, I had to actually think about it because I'm being honest in this interview. There's no pre-meditated answers.
And
So
I love your
what?
honesty.
Yeah, thank you. So what actually motivated me? What actually motivates me right now? I'm this kind of person that I will tell you this: the first ever song I recorded, my siblings and cousins actually kept it for fun time. Like, they actually kept it, like, whenever maybe a visitor has to come through, they'll have to play it. And it was really funny and really ugly. And
Hey,
I'm the kind of
God.
person that in school, like in Form 2, when I was in
Mm-hmm,
Form 2, I remember when our discipline master came and said there's a Coca-Cola competition. Who are
mm-hmm.
those who want to go and represent the school for singing? I put my hand up. We came and he was like, okay, everybody has to sing in front of the class. But when I sang, he was like, boy, you have tried, go and sit down. So there are times when I was in a WhatsApp group, and one blogger was telling me that, Mccoy, you are an upcoming music producer. The biggest artist you've produced is upcoming. He was talking about Brianna Leslie that time. He was like, so you're upcoming. Stop noise here. And when people are talking about me, so I've had lots of people that have bashed me and told me I'm not good enough. Like, even singing wise, lots of people have made me to believe that I'm not good enough. And
Mm-hmm.
uh, I'm getting a bit emotional. That's why it's something personal. And so now I'm that kind of person that seeing lots of people and younger people telling me that they really uh, appreciate what I do, I
Mm-hmm.
inspire them. It really, like, I feel like I have a point to prove to some people. So
Yeah, so what I'm going to tell you is a lot of so many of us, people have said things to us, people have told us you're not good enough. Maybe because they don't see you succeeding yet the way that they thought you would be succeeding. But that is not something that should derail you. And I want to use this opportunity to tell somebody who's watching today who may have had,
yes,
discouragement, disappointment. Maybe somebody told you that you were not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that you're not there yet, or you're just still upcoming. It doesn't really matter what people say about you. What matters is what you think about yourself. What matters is what you believe that you can do. And I love to use the three B's, as I always say: believe you can, believe you are, believe you have what it takes. And if you can always use that as a vehicle that pushes you to go on in life, no matter what happens, you will always stand tall. You believe you can do it. You believe you have what it takes to do it. You believe you are that person who can actually do that thing. And once you have all those three B's together, you can grow. Mccoy TWAP is here. He's a young artist, young music producer. Mccoy, your video is off. I don't know why he took his video off. Anyway, so our guest on today's edition of Spotlight with Gwendy is one of the youngest hit makers in Cameroon. His name is Mccoy TWAP. He is just really phenomenal, an incredibly confident guy and humble at the same time. And I don't know how those two match up, but this is really true. He looks very mysterious. That's what a lot of people think, that when you see him, because of his looks, he may not be approachable, but indeed he is a very approachable and, most importantly, very talented young music producer. Today he has an announcement to make to the Cameroonian public those music lovers that he has had to work with behind the scene as a music producer. He says that he will be introducing himself with another casket on today. And so I'm bringing him back right now so that he can tell us what exactly he's cooking behind the scenes. Welcome back.
Hello. Yeah, sorry I was going
Disappeared for a minute.
back and front. Yeah, I had to come back to myself.
You really cry.
Kinda, I had tears coming down my eyes, so I had to go wipe it off.
Mccoy TWAP, you should let yourself be emotional. That's the beauty of things. You never know. Who's that all get everybody? Where are they? The Daphnis and the rest. I thought they should be here watching you and supporting you. So, McCoy,
Yep.
yeah, thank you so much for joining the show today, for being a great guest, for all the wonderful things that you've done in your very, very young career. I was going to ask you, I know you're one of the youngest, or maybe the youngest hit makers right now in Cameroon. So that age now, wait, see, like I just want to know, like, in what bracket can that be? Because I don't
My
know about.
age. Uh, Bracket between 20 and 25.
Wow, you are
Yep.
truly, truly young. I
Yep.
don't want, I don't want to tell you how old I am compared to you, but that's good enough. You're really young, and I'm
So you're
really like,
asking about like what I'm having in stock, what I'm working on at the
yes,
moment.
because you told me backstage that you had
Okay, for
an announcement to make to the public, something you want to tell them.
yeah,
So what is
yep,
that
I have lots of
thing?
announcements to make.
So you can go ahead
Okay,
and
let
tell
me
them. I'm
start
just
with
gonna go
what's coming
backstage.
through. Tomorrow is a new month, I'm sure. Tomorrow is the first, right? So in the coming month, White Arts Music is going to be actually providing a discount to some or all of our services. What is the host? I don't know if anybody
Are
can
you
actually hear or
scared?
see me.
I
They
just
should see me
wanted to
now,
give
then
you the
say it so I can
opportunity to
continue.
talk to your people, talk to your fans, talk to the twappers, tell them
Mhm.
what's up, what's cooking. You said you're moving in front of the mic, not just behind. Just give us all that
Yeah.
juicy stuff. I want to go backstage so that I can give you the time to talk. JTD, he was so scared for a minute. Like, where's the
Okay. Okay.
host?
Okay. So let me talk. So, hello guys, once more. It's your boy McCoy, the Wild Ass Music Producer, and I'm happy to have all of you here watching right now. So, um, in my career as a music in this, as a music producer in this industry, there are so many artists that they never complain, say they don't get money for do music production. That our bills and our price for our services are so high. So there's very, 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 very important announcement coming tomorrow. I'll put up a flyer tomorrow. Everybody will get to see it. We're actually doing a 50% discount. You know, it's the holidays and everybody is talking about their results. Like, oh man, not finish right exam, oh man, not finish right their big pay, their GCE, their back, and their whatever exams people have already written. So I believe that most of the artists, this is the best time for me to do the discount so that most of them can come through and actually come and have the opportunity to get the hit song from the Wild Ass Music studio in Douala. And then also announcement number two is that Mccoy TWAP, the artist, is going to be putting out an EP this year. So any of those who have been out there and they have been wondering since from last year, Mccoy TWAP has put out just one song. What's happening? Why are you not dropping? You should not worry again. Don't worry. Don't bother again. New music is coming through. Trust me. The songs are already ready. They have been ready long time. Now we are just trying to make final touches and see how we are going to put the songs up out there. So those are the two announcements that I had to make. I'll hold up with the okay. Just coming through.
I like how you were scared, McCoy. Let me say, their face where you just look mysterious. So now, no nothing. Let me say, oh God, you be some fear man, eh? You say be some fear man.
How you
It's,
feel go left me for show me one? It's not
I
fair.
just left you. I gave you time to talk to your
I know.
people, to
I
your,
know.
to connect with your fans and all of those people who
Yep,
love you
yep.
and adore you. So,
So I've
Mccoy
told
TWAP,
them
do you want
about
to sing for us? Do you want to give us a little foretaste of what we should be expecting in the days ahead? I
uh
know that I played something in the beginning where you were wearing a Versace robe, my brother. Oh, I say okay.
uh okay, let me see. Let me give a small snippet. I don't know if I should play African Woman because African Woman has been released. Yes, I think I should play African Woman.
If you do African woman, anyone that you want.
May I play African Woman?
Okay.
Yep. African Woman. Baby, make you bring your body, make we chop belly food. Yeah. Make we food them all, make we do every food. My belly one clean, make we do shaman food. Girl, I go do for you. Girl, I go do for you. I go do for you. See, I go do for you. Girl, I go do for you. Girl, I go do for you.
Alrighty, so I just did a little detour there because I had that video that was sitting there. C'était Magdilane, you are welcome to the show. Comment ça va, mon frère? J'espère qu'on va se voir très bientôt dans le Maryland. I miss enjoyment. My gosh, I miss going out to party. I'm going to Atlanta next Saturday, guys. I'm just going to put up a little. Yes, McCoy, go ahead.
You don't need me to perform, right?
No, just sing. Just give us a little something, something a little juicy.
Uh-uh. Let me see. I'll give you a snippet of one of the songs upcoming to my EP. I will not play African Woman. Let
Okay,
me give
go
a
ahead.
snippet. So,
Whichever one you choose. We have a couple of minutes.
okay. African Woman is really ready. Yep. Okay. African Woman. Can you hear?
Yes.
Mccoy, the wild ass producer. Mommy, you get back to me. No matter what I do, you be there for me. Yeah. Mommy, la moon in my feet. That's why I write this song to sing for you, my special woman. My woman, I belong to you. My woman, you belong to me. My woman, I belong to you. Yeah. Oh, you my special woman.
Oh, that is so good.
Mami, don't let go. You know the time I tell ya. Courageous woman, loving more than
Yay. That's amazing.
Boy, you my superwoman. My woman, I belong to you. My woman, you belong to me.
Wow.
That's the song I wrote for my mother.
Oh my God. This is already a hit song, man. Like I can feel it. It already has that, it has the components of a hit song, but maybe I should ask you, what are some of the components of a hit song?
Okay, a hit song is a song of a hit song is a
Now, when you
song
listen
that,
to it, what makes you think that this song has a potential to become a hit song?
Okay, now I understand your question now. I was about answering from the people who consume, from those who produce. I would say it's hard to really know it because honestly, a hit song is actually if the song blow or the song no blow. When song blow, a hit song. So almost all songs are beautiful. Almost all songs are beautiful. Songs that don't blow up is maybe because they didn't promote them well. Like you've seen songs that blow up after 1 year of release, they become hit songs. So, which shows that hit song depends on. Now, every time a song not hit, we know it's not a hit song because there are
But the
beautiful
fact
songs
that
that don't
say
blow up.
now I hear that song, I just listen to a little snippet of that song and I'm listening to it across another platform, not even directly. I could
Yeah,
already feel something about the song. And
yeah.
in my
And the song
mind,
has just 6,000 views on YouTube, about 6,000.
you see that? So just listening to it from this side of the coin of the of the screen, I can already tell that it's
It's
a
a beautiful
song that
song.
would, yeah, it caught my attention, the words, the rhythm, everything.
Thank
It
you.
just,
Thank you.
and plus it celebrates women, so why will I not love the song? So
Yeah, everybody has
obviously.
appreciated it, but now I put it out, and out of the millions of people who consume Cameroon music, it has just 6,000 views. So that's to tell you, a hit song is not really about the song being nice. It's about being how you push the song and how the song is being received.
Yeah,
But it's a beautiful song. I mean, it's 100%. There's nothing
you
to
should
put on it.
probably get some influential or just iconic Cameroonian female ladies, you know, to be in the
Okay.
song. You can
Yeah, let's
celebrate
give
the
it some
Cameroonian
some
woman,
hype.
you know?
Anyway, that's what I'm planning to do. I put out just the lyric video that has those views. I'll do the official video probably next year, either Women's Day or Mother's Day. Everyone will get the video.
Yeah, so you can focus on celebrating some iconic, not just Africans, but
Like yourself
mostly
now, like
Cameroonian
Your
women.
name.
They should just they should just swang on top of the video. It's just an
Yeah,
idea. I just thought about
you will
it
be in the
because we
video
don't
too.
have,
You will have to be in the video.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of Cameroonian figures that we celebrate who have really
Yeah, you have
done a
Cindy
lot.
Emade, you have like so many. There's so many ladies doing great stuff out here.
Yeah. So you want
Even
to
the
take some
TV
of those.
personalities.
Yeah. I love. Do you know Auntie Nene Shadzeka? Do you
I
know
know
her?
Auntie Nene. Yeah, she was actually in my mind, but I didn't know how to. I forgot
I
her
don't
name.
know. Like, to me, she's one of those people. A lot of these artists that you see today, she gave them platforms on Halo. She gave me a platform, and that's why I sit here today. That's why I have a media company. You know, she gave a lot of us a platform. There's
Yeah.
just so many people that I just believe
And
that
then
they're
there's this
not
other lady. I don't know
celebrated
if she's
enough.
called Rose. Do you know this journalist
Auntie,
called Rose?
oh my gosh, Auntie Rosie
Yeah.
Pierre.
She
Of
did a lot
course.
too.
Of course, she used to present Tam Tam Weekend when I was a
Sometime,
little
and then
girl. And then
the
I did Tam Tam
Friday
Weekend
show.
after her. She taught me everything. You know,
Okay.
there's so many of these people that I celebrate, men and women. Mr. Robert Ekukole, he gave us, my generation, a platform. He gave us jobs. He helped us get jobs because he was not our employer, but he was our director. So there's just so many people that I believe. Our Mebrai says, me too, please. She has been disappearing and appearing. Our Mebrai, what have you been going to? Definitely our Mebrai. You know that wherever I go, you go, right? It says that song is so emotional. I can't stop the
Yeah. The
melody.
first day, the first day when I recorded that song, one of my friends came to the studio with his girlfriend. She's totally francophone. She doesn't speak English. But when she listens to the song, the day I produced it, she actually cried in the studio.
Yeah.
She did not know who produced the song. She was like, please, you guys should have this song on repeat. And then when she finally asked them who sang the song, they were like, is this guy near you? She opens her purse and she had just 2,000 francs. No, she was like, I should think that this song reminds her of her mom. If she had whatever in her purse, she would have given me. That she has just 2,000 francs. I should take this. I
Well,
mean, the day. So from that day, I knew the song. When I sent it to my boss, at that day, if you see the story I sent to you, you notice there was the time I was signed to a label last year.
yeah. Yeah.
So I sent the song to my boss, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to my mom's place right now to play this song." I mean, everybody loves the song, and I did not do it to put it out. It was my mom's birthday because I started
Oh.
recording songs last year. So when her birthday came up in March,
See, I
I was
have
like, "Okay."
goosebumps. I have goosebumps right now.
I was
Like,
like,
for real.
let me do the song for her. Yeah, like I did it when March sent to her. March said her birthday, and then when I had to put out music, my boss was like, "Out of all the 30 songs you have recorded, I think this is the first song we should put out." So we put out this one. It wasn't meant for the public. maybe that's why lots of people relate to it, because it's real from a child to his mother.
Everybody is connected to their mom in one
Yeah,
way or the other.
I
We
will do the
come from
video. I'm
mothers.
not hearing.
Mother Africa, mother of nature. We come from mothers, and
Yeah,
everybody will relate to that song. And I think it's going to be a timeless, evergreen song, just
yeah,
because
yeah,
everybody would remember the love that they have with their mom. They would remember who their mom represents to them. Just basically all of those things that never go away. It's just like the Priest Nikombarga song, because it's sweet mother. A
yeah.
mother is
Like
always
sweet
sweet
mother,
forever.
no go forget you,
Yeah.
sweet mother.
So
Yep.
we're about to part ways, Masa. We don't talk for almost 1 hour plus. I can't even
16
believe this.
minutes.
I don't know,
And we go on and on
McCoy.
and on and on.
I want to talk to you all day because you're such a happy spirit, and I like your
Thank
positivity.
you.
I like your confidence. I like, people that have that spirit of strength and power inside of them, you know.
I don't know what actually happened, why I got emotional when I was talking about how I left from being that person nobody who could was supporting, or the person that, like, people just need to know that I'm not good enough, and then me being good enough. Every time, last time I was on a TV show on CRTV,
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon Feeling,
Cameron
and
feeling with
I
patience.
don't know why. I don't just know how I'm going to work on this. But when she asked me to explain how the Ndolo song came about, while explaining, I got emotional, and it's today that I'm actually understood why. It's like,
Tell us why. What
no,
happened?
it's like, this is me, right? I'm actually so like, I'll call it tears of joy, or I don't know how to
Like
call
you
it.
cannot believe what's happening to you.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep.
That's beautiful. I mean, that's good enough, because a lot of times I get emotional myself, you know, coming from where I came
Yeah,
from.
looking at how far you've come.
Yeah, when I was at the university, there were days when my younger brother and I didn't have food to eat. I remember there
Yeah,
was this day
exactly.
I had to go to school. I had to go to school. I had a lecture, and my younger brother and I had only 100 francs. Yeah,
Oh my
we
god.
bought Gary and beans. Like when I think about that, it
And then you
makes
see where you are today.
yeah. I was so determined, and that would never stop. And no matter what I go through, even if things don't look how I wanted it to be, I know it's better than where I was yesterday. Do you understand? It just touches
Yeah.
my heart seeing that every single day, even if I don't think I'm growing that big, or if I'm not growing how I thought I would have been growing, I have grown so much. You know, I have a company, I'm a
Yeah.
CEO today. Like, there's just so much that I have today that I can be grateful for. And I guess that's the same
Yeah.
feeling that you get, being grateful for the things that you have, those things that you
Yeah.
already have. Like I always tell my ladies at the Global Female Entrepreneurs, I tell them, celebrate every small win, because it's those small wins that add up to become a big win.
A
If
big
you
win,
cannot
yeah.
learn to celebrate the wins that you have today, then you will not be able to appreciate the things that you have in future, right? And it's also like appreciating the people in your life. You celebrated your mom with a song that is so beautiful, that's so emotional, that
Jay
every
Telly said
woman,
something about you.
right, every woman will relate to that song, and you will sing
Yeah.
that song to your future wife whenever that happens. You have a long way to get there, to your daughter, that it's a song that is timeless, because you were not just being selfish about getting views or just getting
Yeah.
attention. You wanted to put out a song from your heart. It was a gift to your mom,
Yeah.
you know and those are things that never go away. It might seem like it's not catching the fire right now, but it's going to be longer, right? You don't want your
Definitely.
song to be there today and people are just
And then
excited
tomorrow,
about it, and tomorrow nobody even remembers what that song is all
no one
about
knows what to say. Yeah,
you know
definitely. And that
so that
happens a lot to others.
Exactly. Let's take this comment from J. Teddy. He says, and you have been giving platforms to others also. I will never forget when I first met you on CRTV and how humble you were. You are just so good to everyone, regardless of age, ethnicity, etc. Auntie Gwen, you rock. You are the best, and I'll always celebrate you. Oh,
And we always celebrate you.
you know what? The crazy thing, Jay
That's
Teddy
so.
told me. He told me the other day when we talked, when we're talking about you, McCoy. He told me that we had met at CRTV. He came for the Monday show, this show that was on CRTV. And he met me and Auntie Nene, who's like, my mom at the job at CRTV, my big sister, disciplinarian, mother, everything. So he actually
Everything,
showed me
godmother.
a paper with my phone number and Auntie Nene's phone number on it from many years ago, that he came to CRTV for some program, and we talked, and I gave him my number and I said, call me anytime. And I was like, really? I gave you my number. He was like, yeah. And he actually showed me the number on a piece of paper. I'm like, wow. And that's just what I can say is it's all about just being selfless. It's all about
Yeah.
just being selfless.
The
And if
first
he had
impression
not,
really matters. Yeah, first impression
yeah,
matters too.
and if he had not told me that, I would never know that I actually had that kind of discussion with him until I gave him my phone number. you know, I even forgot that number
You work
until
with
he
so
showed
many
me.
people. It's understandable.
Yeah. So, Mccoy TWAP, what has been your most memorable moment being a music producer, whether it's been working with some artists or it's just been doing the work that you do as an artist as well, what has been that
My most
memorable?
memorable moment was, if you notice, right, Ndolo produced 2018, right?
Yeah.
I would always date back to that because that was like a turning point in my career so far. That has
Is
been like
that the
a turning
song
point.
that propelled you to where you are
Exactly.
today? That
Yeah,
Ndolo song by
like
Blanche
it
Bailey,
propelled me and it changed the whole story. It changed the whole story.
the trajectory for
So,
you.
and guess what? This moment I want to talk about that I can never forget. It's not even when the song was out. It's when the song was produced. The day it
Yeah.
was produced, particularly that day, none of us had any doubt that it's a hit song.
Uh-huh.
And to me, that's like one of, if when I was in primary school, they always tell us write a composition about the best day in your life. If I'm to actually talk about one of the best days in my life, I won't forget is the day when I did this song, because working on the song with Blanche Bailey at that time was like a dream. Like it was like a very big dream. So and then when we worked on the song again, it was more beautiful than what I was even having in mind, both me,
Uh-huh.
Blanche Bailey, and all of us. So when the song was done, and to me, working in the studio with Blanche Bailey and Philby at that time was really a big deal for me. Like it
Yeah.
was just as if I could ask for
That
that,
was
and
your
then after
breakthrough.
that, yeah. So I can never forget that day. It was so beautiful. She was so welcoming, despite the fact that I was one young kid just as well, and she was a superstar. She was so
I tell you.
welcoming. Yeah, and Philby too was welcoming and supportive.
How
So I
did
cannot
she
really forget
find
that
you
day.
though? How did Blanche Bailey find you, or how did her team find you?
I said earlier, but I will say again. I was doing instrumental remakes. We
Yeah.
met the instrumental of a song Dengo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bless B saw it. He's the producer. He shared. He's like McCoy, keep up. And then Blanche Bailey shared too. I didn't see because they were not tagging me. So a
Yeah.
friend took a screenshot and sent to me and said, "Oh, Blanche Bailey
What?
has
Say,
posted."
boy, you don't blow.
I tell you, he's like, boy, Blanche, my friend Sammy in Yaoundé, he's like, Blanche Bailey don't post you, he don't talk, say, wow, McCoy keep up and all that. I
Oh
saw
my
it, I was like,
God.
wow. So I took a screenshot and I wrote her on Snapchat. I was like, thanks for the shout out, thanks for that. While communicating now with her, she got to ask about my stuff. She listened to one beat, just the Ndolo beat. She listened to just that beat. I I actually now did that. No, we actually discussed, and then now we decided that I would do a beat for her. So I did that one beat for her, and I was telling all of my friends that this song you are going to hear Blanche Bailey on it very soon, and it's going to be a
Hey,
hit song.
you
So when
prophesied
I
it.
sent the beat to her, she took some time. 1 month after, she now just wrote me on Facebook Messenger. She was like, "Hello, McCoy, where is your studio? I have written. I'm at the gym now. I've written on that beat. Where's your studio?"
Wow.
I said, Yaoundé. By then, I was University of Swa in my one room in the city, in the one room with my pencil form machine, toilet, and
Mm-hmm.
kitchen. So when she was like, I was using but just headphones to use. I had no speakers. She was like, "Where's your studio?" I was like, "My studio is in Douala, but I can come down to Boya." Because I couldn't be even welcoming her in my studio. There was no studio, actually. So
Studio no be don dey that time.
there was no studio. And that
Well,
guy always
Mccoy, you're so
like to kind
blunt.
of package it and say, anyway, my studio is in Yaoundé, but I knew if I tell her I'll come down to her place, it's going to be more convenient for her, so she would even prefer that.
You
So she
don't
told
want
me,
me can
okay,
discover you.
yeah. So she was like, she would book a session for Thursday. That Thursday that she told me she would book a session, it was 1 week to my final exams in level 3.
Wow.
And so one client that had done a bit for him, he just paid me some money and I had to use the money and then
Travel.
traveled all the way to Buya when I produced the song alongside with Phil Bill. And
Wow.
today, without Ndolo, I would have still been one upcoming producer that's still trying to be like. So yeah, Ndolo 2 came and became a very hit song, but I didn't still have a very good studio. So that's why I feel like along the line, people couldn't continue getting music from me because I had to go study Italian language, prepare for school and stuff. So actually, a challenge growing up in the music industry was actually, I would say school, but it's not that I'm saying school is not important, but school was a challenge for what I was doing because I was actually going to school, producing, and I couldn't give my all to it. So I've always been hoping for that day where when I wake up in the morning, it's music, music, and I'm actually there right now.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing, Mccoy. Your
yeah.
story is very inspiring because I mean, from a young boy who just learned music on his own, who was told by people that man, you have to wait,
It's
you're
10
an
o'clock.
upcoming artist, you'll get there someday. And then to this guy who has now become one of the youngest hit makers.
Hit maker. I'll
Yes.
use another hit song apart from Ndolo, like many others. There is Poto Poto, there's lots. Even Gasha is coming through with her EP this year. I produced all of the songs on Gasha's EP. Meshi's album, that's her first album she released 2 months ago. I produced 5 songs and featured on one of them. So there's so much more coming through. The song with Gasha, she shot the video with Shamak, the guy who shoots videos from Goma and Hempe for Stanley, So we're releasing that very soon. And then also I have a very nice collaboration coming through with Gasha. We'll release that soon too, before the EP. So there's so much in stock. There's so
My
much.
brother, you don't really blow. Okay. So Blanche Bailly opened this door for you.
Yeah,
She's your godmother in this business now.
Yeah.
When should we expect something from you and Blanche Bailly?
Yeah, something more, right? We have to see how it goes, though. We have to see how it goes.
We need to see how it unfolds, yeah?
Doesn't necessarily guarantee you friendship with that artist. For example, Daphne and I, we have not put out any song. We are still working, but you would see my pictures with her everywhere. It's because working music doesn't necessarily create that friendship. So I'm friendly with some artists, but some other artists, it's business after business. we are not friends, but there's no major problem. So yeah. So if they actually expect song from me and Blanche, in case maybe I want to feature her on a song, or if Blanche Bailly needs to do more songs with Mccoy, which she'll probably do, and I'll probably do. But now we don't have anything going on.
Well, just reach out to her.
Yeah, we are really cool. Like Blanche Bailly won her first award, Best Female Artist Movement Awards. That's December when I just came back from my vacation in Dubai. She surprised me, like she just called me on stage, even though we don't communicate, like we are not friends that way. But she always acknowledges. She took her first award. She's like, she saw me in the crowd. She was like, okay. She was like, Mccoy, please come and join me on stage. And I came to her and she told everybody, Mccoy is one of the people who produced Ndolo. He's one of the reasons why I'm standing here today. So she always acknowledges the fact, and she has always been supportive. Yeah. I'm being very honest, right? I'm being very honest. Yeah. I'm being very honest about the relationship, because the way you see me being friendly and familiar with some other artists, maybe Gasha, Asaba, Daphne, it's not necessarily that way with every artist. So it depends on if we actually bond that way.
I appreciate your honesty, Mccoy. So with the big, the big nature that you have right now, you're now a superstar producer. What does it take? What does it take to multiple hit maker?
An award winner.
Your confidence now, Bobe. In fact, JTD, now make and send me color. See, I love your confidence. Like, this is just powerful because you sell yourself every minute. You got to remind people that, hey, man, multiple hit maker,
Yeah.
multiple award-winning hit maker,
Yeah,
and
and that
that
doesn't
is
mean that I'm not working on so much more. Like I have to produce big African artists, Diamond Platnumz, Tiwa Savage, many others, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. So
oh yes,
there's so many more.
of
Yeah, I have to
course,
do.
my brother. It's from your mouth to God's ears. As you say
Yeah.
it, that's how it can be. Because if you don't even think it, you cannot get to it, right? They always say that is the extent of your vision that really gets you to a successful stage, right? So before you tell us what it's going to cost
Yeah.
for somebody to actually work with McCoy, let's watch this very short clip.
This is Mccoy. He produced 5 songs on the album, and I'm really proud of him. He has come a long way.
Mccoy est chanteur, producteur. Il y a beaucoup de talent,
Il
donc là,
chante très bien.
en fait, pour
Okay, so what's going on there, McCoy?
The kid did not play. It just came and then you took it back off.
This is Mccoy. He produced 5 songs on the album, and I'm really proud of him. He has come a long way.
Mccoy est chanteur, producteur. Il y a beaucoup de talent,
Il
donc là,
chante très bien.
en fait, pour
See the clip.
Did you watch it?
Anyway, but I saw it the first time, but not this time. This time it's not even show. Anyway, that clip is when is during Meshi's album release party. She had to also call me on stage for us to perform the collaboration. And then she told everybody McCoy is a great singer, artist. He produced 5 songs on my album. And all
Wow.
that. So exactly
That's
what Blanche
amazing.
Bailly also did. So
Oh,
yeah.
man, that is really amazing. I just love how much you've grown in your young career. I love the fact that you're not just focusing on you, you want to help other young artists who are coming up, empower them, teach them skills that can really make them stand out, doing what they love to do. And you're also going beyond that. You're also doing some philanthropic work right now. You know, maybe you blow that kind
Yeah.
of way. Like you've not gone like some people are, but you're already giving back to the community. I think
Even
that
I
that
think
is
last year I did a couple of giveaways to pandemic. I'm always trying my best to do. You know, I
oh,
would not.
that's
I would
really
just say the
nice of
ideas
you,
popped up.
McCoy.
The ideas didn't just pop up from my mind. As I told you, I have idols. So I saw my idols doing such things, and I had to also do my own research, and I realized it's very necessary
It
to always
is.
give back. So
It is.
yeah,
So what does it
my
take to
mentors
work
have
with
told me.
McCoy? The real business now, like what does it
Oh,
take
real business,
to work with
business
McCoy? Just give us the
wise,
numbers.
business wise.
You talked about
There's no steady figure. There's no steady figure.
50% off, but what does it take normally to work with somebody like you?
Okay, you just have to first of all, before I even reach the point of discussing price with anybody, I have to listen to the person's previous works. So you have to be somebody that actually takes music seriously. Like you should be serious about it, because I cannot really just accept somebody to pay me and the person comes and wastes my time. Because apart from
Hey.
the money which they even pay, the money that they pay is not actually is not the value of what we actually do. It's just
Right.
it's little. So working on the song with somebody, I'm putting in my all because I'm actually building my own catalog too. So you can pay me, but then if I know that you will not perform well on the song, I will not really even want to really work on you, like with you on that song. And then also not like I refuse to work with anybody, but I need to know the level at which you are so that I can then understand what is needed, how much it will cost. That's why I say the price really varies. One other thing which I check too is I also check to know if the person how the plans the person has for the song. Yeah. So apart from the plans and how talented you are and your history and everything, we can then now discuss price. So price
So
is
that
not
price
standard.
is as from how much? That's what I want to understand because
The range I will give, it ranges from 200,000 francs to 500,000 francs at the moment. Yeah.
okay.
But as I
Okay.
mentioned, like this, somebody might be watching this video, let's say even just 2 months after, and the price is different because we are steady progressing. The team is getting bigger. Right now, I'm even working with a team of 2. Like when you pay for your song now, I'm not the only one that plays instruments on it. I have my younger proteges that also contribute, and then we do live instrumentals too. So the reason why this money increases is because if I have to add a live guitarist on your song, I'll have to call my live guitarist and I have to pay him too. So it will have, so it really varies. It
So
varies.
can you
But
say
this
that,
coming month, as I told you, we are doing 50% discount, so people should reach out. For
guys,
one
reach
month
out to
only.
Mccoy TWAP, right? So I wanted to ask this question. So can you say that music producers can confidently make a living in Cameroon from their art?
Yes, yes. I'm currently making a living from music production exclusively.
Hmm.
Only. Only music production. Even though right now I'm actually getting into business, buying and selling of things. But
Yeah.
then so far it has been music production. Music production, you can make a total living from it. I mean, you wouldn't be able to save and progress and grow.
You see, everybody
Just
that
music
can save,
production.
my brother. You don't have wife, you don't have children, so yes, you can save, but maybe not
Yeah.
everybody.
Or let me say save. Let me say reinvest, because we are not really doing much of saving. We are doing more. Someone like me, I'm doing much of, like, there's still a lot to be done. Studio is still under construction, so
Hmm.
yeah.
Ah, mama me. The big talk there, the come inside the petty frame up. It worry. I said, JTD. It worry. Let me say, no doubt. Like when you talk, people will just want to come because that it's how you present yourself that matters, like you said.
Thank you very much. It's
and
nice to
and and
appreciate me.
how, yeah, and how you present yourself is so important. Mccoy TWAP, it's been amazing talking to you, just chatting away and
The
getting to know
pleasure is
more about your
mine. The pleasure is mine.
music. Oh,
It
getting
was
to know
such a
your
nice one. I mean,
personality. It was so
so
like
wonderful.
very simple and just, discussing with big sis.
Yep, 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 yep.
So,
Yep.
Mccoy TWAP, I know that you've given us heads up on what we should expect in the days ahead. Let's say, can you project us to 2 years from now? What should we expect to see coming from Mccoy TWAP?
2 years from now, I am definitely going to be like, when I say I mean me and even White Ass Music, which is going to be made up of many, maybe a couple of other artists. We are actually going to be the biggest thing in Cameroon music
Hmm.
wise. Because the reason why I strongly believe in this is because the people that I didn't really send you so much media, but my Instagram, if anybody has checked, they would notice that I am being nominated with like alongside mega producers in Cameroon who have been here for more than 20 years in the game. People who were singing when I was in primary school. So when you see I've done just 3 years in the industry and I've grown this far, is to tell you that okay, and they are comparing me with my fathers, with people that I should not be even compared with. It gives me that confidence to know that, yo,
Sabina
if you
Sabi.
are, yep, yep, yep. And then also, it's not really going to be much about McCoy. 2 years from now, they'll be seeing a label like Maven Records. While that music is going to have female artists, male artists, and McCoy, and much more, many hits. But trust me, 2 years from now, it will not just be McCoy. There will be a very big music label, which has already started, Wild Ass Music, which will offer many services and will push the Cameroonian culture very far, very, 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 very far. Yeah.
Oh my
And then one
gosh.
thing also, right? One
Yes,
thing
go ahead.
also, one other thing that gives me that confidence to really believe that it's going to be that big is because apart from the fact that they're comparing me with my fathers or people who have been here for longer than I have been, I would say me myself also, I am not even yet doing what I'm planning to do. I'm still like, when you are still jogging and then people are saying, yo, you winning the race. I'm like, no, I'm still jogging.
Hmm.
I'm still jogging. Like, if I just do whatever I'm planning to do, if when I would have done it, then I wonder what people are going to be saying now. So I just feel like people have not even yet seen half of my potentials. They don't even know how I sing. Nobody knows. I'm there's
What
so
you
much
got
more.
inside.
So yeah, so that's why I'm putting out music this year. And once I start putting out music, I really believe I'll be one of the top best in the country and Africa wide. So yeah.
Oh yes, and we'll definitely be waiting to get to discover more of this young, amazing, multi-talented, multiple award-winning hit maker from Cameroon, Mccoy TWAP. If you've missed the broadcast, any part of it, I'd really like to invite you to go back and binge watch it. There's just so much you're going to learn from this young, talented artist and producer, and who can be compared today to the likes of so many other very successful producers. I don't want to be calling names, but the projection of the industry shows that in the years coming, he will be compared to some very successful producers, known and recognized worldwide. Okay, so Mccoy TWAP has been our guest today. He's thrilled us. He is really a phenomenal, very confident young man, a young man who has had so many successes in his young music career. He was the one who produced the song Ndolo by Blanche Bailly, which now has over 3 million streams on YouTube, and Kimani's Humble, which has over 2 million streams. And these two songs and so many other songs that he has worked on were those that gave him the the right to become the best music producer at the CAMACA 2020 and other numerous nominations.
I said I should bring this.
So we want to thank all of you. Okay. That's the award. I was wondering where you went to. Hi, Adele. Oh my gosh. Adele is my sweetheart. Adele just popped in. She says, hey, beautiful Gwen and handsome Mccoy. Adele spoil you with compliments and you just start crying.
Ask her how she's enjoying her. Is it like a vacation getaway with her sister?
Adele, are you back from the getaway? From the vacation?
Montes. That enjoying, is it California?
That enjoying life.
That enjoying
Adele, oh my gosh, I love this. I love Adele so much. She's a sweetheart. Like there's no way that anybody can not like Adele. She's just sweet and very kind.
We are planning to work, but we haven't. When she'll probably come down. We have already spoken on that. She's going to do stuff with Mccoy in the WILDASS music studio.
You see, the boy is connected to high-profile artists. Like my boy, you're going. In fact, your day don't break. So, Mccoy, I'm gonna say thank you so much for taking this time to be with us. Don't forget to always come back and let us know what's going on so we can always push that information forward and let everybody know what more amazing things Mccoy TWAP is coming up with. He is the boss of the TWAPers Association. I just got to know about that. TWAPers. That sounds really nice in the ear, but he's very...
When I heard it, I was like, wow, you guys found your name. I didn't create that.
He's not created. Mccoy is the most handsome producer in Cameroon. That's from Leo Crush. Okay.
I don't know, like lots of people are giving me this handsome attribute. Even bloggers, even the other blogger I read her post, she's like handsome Mccoy. Now let's see.
You don't know. Or you want to act like say you don't know. Mccoy, why are you being humble now? You don't know. Like I don't even know why people are like really.
I'm not aware. What
this is the only thing that you want to act as if you're not confident about, Mccoy, but you've been confident all through. Everything else you're bam bam, but this one you're like, oh no,
I'm just being sarcastic now.
I don't know. Maybe do you think so? I
was just being sarcastic. Right now I'm being sarcastic. I know I'm very, very, very. I actually stood for Mr. GB Bamenda.
Hey,
I was model now before becoming a music producer, model and actor.
Just they did ask say you want hear that for our mouth. You want hear that for our mouth? Please, if anybody knows this comedian called Charisma, please, I need this comedian called Charisma. That guy makes me laugh. That guy, I don't watch that guy video. I laugh sute as she number down. I almost pissed. I say, Jesus Christ. Now, which funny guy this say? Who plenty woman them? The guy?
Yeah. So imagine say I pick 50 million now, so I'll go meet up Brenda Bia.
He just buy table. Let me say that guy is one of the funniest people I've ever heard of.
Imagination, fantasizing, and
he said then me two them, then the other one then they just fight for it. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna crazy. I love to see there's so much talent in this beautiful country of ours, and I love to celebrate the talents that we have. I'd like to congratulate you on behalf of Gwendy Media TV And partners, congratulations, Mccoy TWAP. Keep doing the
Thank
amazing
you.
work that you are doing. And
Well,
don't forget to always let us know what it is that you are doing. Hopefully, you can be in the US sometime and let's
yeah,
party
definitely.
and produce some good songs from here. That would be
Yeah,
amazing. Why not?
yeah,
All right, McCoy, you take care and keep on doing the amazing work that you're doing. Okay.
yeah. Thank you
Uh,
too very much for having me here. And I have some last words.
yes, go ahead.
I would like to appreciate my team, those who are actually working behind the scenes to um, make me become that person, or to make this person that you guys are seeing in front of the camera. And special thanks to Mr. J. Teddy Ranu of Glow Actors. He's the reason why I'm sitting here. He
He
actually
did.
got me on
He
this
is.
event. He got me on this show, got me on this interview. Thank you very much, J. Teddy. Thank you very much. And thanks to those who are watching. Thanks to Adele Clarice, Leo Crush. Leo Crush has been here on the show.
You
I
need to
only
give
want
Leo
my
Cross
boy.
something very on my behalf. Like this is what they call a team member. When you're a team member and your team member is somewhere, you've got to represent. They need to feel your spirit inside. And I
I'm
think that
telling
we
you,
felt
Leo
Leo Crush from
Crush.
the beginning.
I have no one like him. I have no one like him. Like even
Oh,
my other team members, they're like, McCoy, who is this Leo Crush? Is he
can I
your
can I borrow
biological
Leo
brother?
Crush because I need more team members?
Leo Crush is supportive, not only to me. Oh, I mean, Leo Crush is supportive to many other people, but he actually
That's
was
true.
supportive. Like he actually loves. He's also an artist, but he's still going to school. So
We should
I'm
send
sure
him
when he's done
credit.
with school, when he's done with with school, University of Bamenda, he will definitely come and join me in Douala. No,
Oh,
school first, school first.
school first. Okay, Leo
Yeah,
Crush, but we're gonna send you credit. You need
yeah,
credit
we
for
all.
all this time we're on the online too.
The guy
We
is
should fix
supportive.
that.
Like he's so supportive. Thank you very much, Nico. So thanks to everybody, and I want to give a shout out to my lovely mom who is in Bamenda,
Aww.
and to every other person who is watching this.
Call your
Thank you very
mom's
much.
name.
And my mom is Mrs. Nia Glory. I want to
Hello,
say
mommy. Yeah, glory. We love you.
we
Mwah, mwah,
love you. We
mwah.
love you. So yeah. And then for those who want to follow me, you should connect with me, Mccoy TWAP, everywhere. MCC, that's MCCOY, and then TWAP, the WILDASS producer, TWAP. So if you search on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or even on Google, anywhere in the world, Mccoy TWAP, any platform, Boomplay, Spotify, you'll find me.
Big bro Ernest Kanjo just joined. He says school first. That's so important and awesome.
Yep,
Yes.
yep,
So
yep.
McCoy
School
Twap on
first.
all
Right.
platforms,
Yeah,
and you'll be able
school
to get
first.
through to
Yeah, it's on the screen.
McCoy.
Mccoy TWAP, all platforms, YouTube, everywhere.
Okay, McCoy, I don't want to let you go. Some people are just coming in right now. I don't know where they've been.
Yeah, and that
Um,
they're even saying things I want to even talk on.
you want to
Like
talk
about the
about
school
it?
mention.
Let's talk about it in 2 minutes.
Yeah, like okay, I would really advise that people should take school serious, because the music industry is an industry that people just assume, say, oh, we see, all we do music, we don't have what nothing else to do. We have just music. But
Yeah.
trust me, people who are in the industry, Stanley, he has his degree in
Yeah.
business journalism. I have my degree in business management and administration. And we are doing this because we really believe this is a very
Passionate
responsible job.
about
It's
it.
not for school dropouts. Yeah, it's not for school dropouts. And I would really say to that, my knowledge that I studied business management and administration, I'm using that knowledge now in running my own company.
Yeah.
So school is always very important. You can always
It
use
will
the
be very,
knowledge now
very
in your own
important
field.
too.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so
So
much,
that's
McCoy.
think about
Let me
school.
let me try leaving you go because it didn't say you don't come here, you can throw a jazz for my eye. I need to see nothing again.
You said 1 hour, but we have gone 1 hour 49.
I know.
We'll continue
That's
the
why
chat
we need
out
to
of
go.
this.
All right,
Yeah.
McCoy, take
We'll
care. Let us
continue
know
the
when that song drops, the video. Let's
for
just know.
sure,
Let's
for
follow
sure.
you through and let us know when you want to come back. This is your home. And we
Yeah.
really appreciate your time. Take care. And hello to all the twappers.
Gwendy
God bless.
Media, always the #1 supportive media
Oh,
platform from the
thank you.
diaspora. Supporting
Thank
us
you.
right from here.
Yes.
We
Yes,
appreciate
and you
you.
probably don't know about Ernest Kanjo. He is the top supporter that you need to know. He's
That's
a founder
wonderful.
of Apex One Radio, and he just joined. And even though he's so busy doing other things, he found a way to come and support you. And there he is.
Yeah. And he
So
was following up as soon as he came. Shout
yes,
out to
he
him.
did.
Hello,
All right.
Ernest. And bye
Okay,
bye to
McCoy.
everybody. Much love from
Bye, bye,
Quebec.
bye.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you for tuning in, for being amazing as usual. You guys rock my world when I come on here every Saturdays at 2 p.m. Today we started a little late, around 3:30 Eastern. That's because we're trying to fix some technical issues here. But hey, guys, you guys rock! You guys rock so much. And before we go, I want to take the time to wish a happy married life to Julia Gam. Julia Gam, she is the CEO of Powerhouse Entertainment. She got married. Oh my gosh, the other day. Talk about a beautiful bride. Oh my God. And her handsome husband. Ay! They are such a cute couple. So happy married life to Julia Gam Raj. I think her name is now Raj. That's her husband's name. And they had a wonderful royal wedding in Ghana. Hopefully, we can have her on the show to tell us all about that. They've been serving us some very romantic videos, pictures. They're just making us dream of, falling in love again, and maybe getting married again. That was just so beautiful. And that just goes to tell us that, at the right time, your Mr. Right will come. Okay. At the right time, your the person that would love you the most, that will celebrate you and treat you like a queen will come. Okay. So there's no rush. And I know that sometimes people feel like, what are you talking about? There's no rush. There's a rush. But yes, if you're able to keep waiting and just wait and pray and seek God's face, He's going to bring that person that you were created for. Somebody that will respect you, somebody that would never insult you, somebody that will love and cherish you, somebody that will pray with you. All of these things matter a lot. This comment from Big Bro Ernest Kanjo. He says, thanks, Gwen. He was a wonderful guest. Yes, he was. Thank you so much, Big Bro. Thank you, Fong Beng TV show, Fong Beng 237. How are you? And thank you so much, Teddy Ranui, for connecting us with this amazing young man, Mccoy TWAP, who was really a fantastic guest. We had over an hour here talking and just jiving away. I believe that there was one more thing that I wanted to talk about today. Oh, yes. There it is. I thought I had one flyer here. So this flyer, guys, I've been promoting this event for the past 2 months on Gwendy Media. If you are in the USA and you can travel to Atlanta, guys, I'm going to be there on Saturday next week. Okay, there is this event. It's called the African Women in Leadership Organization event. And it's going to be happening at the Embassy Suites by Hilton Atlanta Buckhead. If you are in Atlanta or if you can come there, guys, come and let's have fun. Okay, so I'm going to be interviewing some amazing African women and African American women. We're going to be received by the Senator of Atlanta State, Georgia, Senator Donzella James herself is going to be receiving us. We're going to have the Vice President of Liberia who's going to be there, amongst others. Please come and let's have a good time and let's, learn about our beautiful continent. Let's mingle, network, and grow and connect and collaborate. It's just so amazing. Like, I don't really know what we can do without supporting each other. I don't know what we can do without pushing each other forward. I don't know where we can even go without having our own pillars, right? So please, if you are by any chance around Atlanta, even if you need to drive for an hour or two, come and let's connect. I cannot wait to meet all my people who are in Atlanta, Georgia, guys. I'm excited to meet you guys. Guys, come and let's have fun. Let's go have dinner. Let's go have lunch. Okay, let's just have fun. Let's take pictures, and do Snapchats and selfies. That would be so exciting, right? Like my body's jiggling right now because I cannot wait to meet all my people in Atlanta next Saturday for the African Women in Leadership Organization event that's going to be happening right there at Embassy Suites by Hilton Atlanta Buckhead. Okay. All right, guys. So Tuesday, I have this amazing friend who is going to be passing by the studio. Her name is Elma, and she is somebody who had suffered. She has suffered with suicidal thoughts. She tried to take her own life, but somehow God brought her back. God saved her, and today she is you're just going around the world transforming and changing lives and letting people know that no matter what difficulty you're going through, ending your life is not a solution. So she's going to be my very special guest on Tuesday, and I want to ask you guys to please come and be my guest, be in the, just be here in the studio with me as I speak to my friend Elma. And I think she's from some country in Europe. And I'm going to be telling you guys more about her on Tuesday. So Tuesday, we're going to have a special broadcast. I'm not sure about it broadcast on Saturday because I will be in Atlanta for the ALO. But as usual, whenever we're outside, we're going to be streaming live. So we'll be showing you everything that's happening out there in Atlanta. I'm excited. J Teddy, are you coming to Atlanta? Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? I know Adele just came back from her holiday vacation and all that. But who is coming? Leo Crush, you're going to be there. Okay, that is amazing. I love that. I can count on you. J Teddy, yes, I'm gonna go live from Atlanta. I'll probably start showing you guys images from maybe from the airport. I haven't got to my ticket yet. That's crazy. And that's just because I was gonna go with a couple of other friends, but everybody's seeming to have different things lined up. But I'm gonna let you guys know. So you guys will have a step by step of everything that's going on in Atlanta, and we'll be interviewing the senator of Atlanta State, guys. Talk about class and authority, guys, that we've got to really step up the game. And so from senator, we'll start going, higher. And I cannot say how grateful I am to all of you for making this channel really stand out in quality content, because this is something that has given us 2 international nominations in the space of 2 months. We got 2 international nominations for outstanding work in promoting community growth through what we do here on this channel. And I'm so grateful to you guys for that, because you guys made this possible. And just yesterday, we did a projection of our Facebook page, just to see our insights on how the channel has been behaving and performing. And we have a total of about 450,000 impressions on this channel, right? This is so big, and there's no way that we could have done this without you guys. I am so grateful. Adele Clarice, thank you so much for your constant support. JTD, thank you so much. Our Ime, Patience, Labelle, Claude Songe, all of you, I can go on and on calling your names. Deli Singer, thank you so much, sis, for your constant support. It means the world to me. I really appreciate all of you. NS Kanjo, every one of you that has supported. Leo Crush, my new son that I just discovered today. He's very young and he's still in school. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you to Mccoy TWAP for being a great guest. He was so transparent about, how he started and the difficulties that he faced, getting his feet into the ground in the music and production industry. And he got emotional at some point, and he had to leave to go wipe his tears, as he was saying. But I would have loved him to stay on and just cry so we could see it, because every time we come out looking so bold and so confident, it doesn't mean that we don't have sad moments where we break down and cry. And so those moments where we are at our lowest, those are the moments that make us really grow, right? They always say that failure is not the end of the world. Failure gives you an opportunity to learn. So if you're out there and you're scared that maybe you're failing, or maybe you're not getting what you think that you should be getting, you're not getting the views, because sometimes I get stressed out by that. I'm like, where is everybody on this channel? Why are they not here? Don't focus on that, because that's not what matters. The people that you serve, they see what you do, they see the quality of what you do, they see the efforts that you're putting in bringing change to not only your community, to the world at large, because we're online. So keep doing what you're doing. I just want to encourage somebody out there, don't lose focus of where you're going. Your path was given to you for a reason. That calling that you have was given to you for a reason. So don't fret. Don't get disappointed if you're not getting what you want. Keep going, keep pushing. Thank you so much, big bro. Bigger things are coming up. Thank you so much, sir. I'm so grateful, big bro. I'm so grateful. I will never, ever be able to do this without your support. You gave me your hand. You taught me so many things that I know today. You gave me confidence when I was just only a little girl in high school and university, and today I'm here and we share the same birthday. That's why I love big bro Ernest Kanjo so much. We have the exact same birthday, and it cannot be for nothing. All right, guys, let me go now. It's been 2 hours. We've been talking here for 2 hours, 1 minute, but I can go on and on and on and on, because I just love to spend time with you guys. I feel like maybe I should just sit here and maybe sleep, but I know everybody has something to do. So you guys go out there. Today is Saturday. It's not over yet. Go and make the best of today. If you've not made somebody smile around you, make sure that you make somebody smile around you. Maybe call your parents, call your dad, call your best friend, call somebody that you've not talked to for a long time, and just find out from them how they're doing, okay? Be that hope to somebody. Be that light to somebody. Be that person that will make somebody smile out there, okay? Alrighty. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and just go out there and keep being the change that you seek. All right. Take care and God bless you. I'm going to put this song. I love this particular song so much. It's by Dog Star and the title is Bamenda. I love the song in a special way, and that's why I always have it here in my queue. And I'm going to invite every one of you to join and just enjoy this song right now. And you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And you know what? Just keep walking with your head high. Enjoy this song, and I'll see you on Tuesday. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Who no know say now you be the best. Who no know say now you be one mama oh. Come on, let's do it now. My baby